Guys, you know what time it is. It's very simple. It's a time when the king of crypto and the noble of crypto come to you and tell you what coins we've given permission to go up this week, what coins we've told, hey, you got to chill out, and what coins we've just said, you're a stinker this week, all right? You're not in favor anymore. You're going down. That's what we're going to do in today's video. Because as you guys know, Scoot, calm down. I know you're excited about today's video, but we got to get the funny intros in. This is what the people come for. They're not here for the crypto advice. And why does this happen, you ask? Well, as you guys know, I am the most woke, empty house, crypto fad, great-bodied, hot-bodied, fine-bodied, very PG, family-friendly business advice guy, best on YouTube. Graham Stevens said everyone should listen to this guy because he's very handsome. Thank you, Graham. You're looking very nice these days as well. And what I want to do in this video is Scooty, come on, bro. And so what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to tell you about my trades last week and how I did on them. But also, I'm going to tell you the trades I'm moving these trades into for purely entertainment. If you get your advice from a guy dressed like an anime character with a puppy on the internet, that's your own problem. Let's just get into it. So, last week I made a video saying I'm selling all my Ethereum for these coins. And really, after that video, I went and doubled down and I just sold all of my Ethereum because what they did, releasing announcements saying they're fixing everything and they're fixing all these things, and Vital going on a stream saying we're going to 100x the efficiency here like in a month. They did all this to knock the wind out of ADA and BNB, which is completely fine if they actually did it. And then everybody moved all their money out of BNB and ADA and put in the Ethereum thing. It's back, and they're like, oh, just kidding. That did not amuse me. So I just completely got out of Ethereum because I'm sick of 10, 30% gains. That's not what I'm looking for. And really, Ethereum only has one use case. Okay, people are they're gonna flame me for this. They're getting very mad. But there's really only one use case for Ethereum. Okay, you ever been on a date with a hot girl and you wanted her to know that you're rich and powerful? Well, here's exactly what you do. You take out your phone, and then you take your phone and you ever so slightly so the girl can see it. And then all you do is you just do simple, basic things on the Ethereum network. Those gas fees, those amounts you're spending, the girl will know you're a ball already. That's really its only use case. And at this current market cap, I just don't think that's a good enough use case to get it to $400 million. So I moved all of my Ethereum into all the altcoins I talked about last week. And we're just going to look at how those altcoins did this week. And now I'm moving these altcoin gains into other altcoins. And hopefully the bloodbath will continue. So let's just get into it and let's talk about it. Also, if you like coin calls like this, just follow me at ZSS Becker. I'm constantly sharing what I'm thinking. Just follow the profile with the matching CryptoPunk. And more importantly, follow me for all the cool giveaways we're doing. For example, we just gave away the Battle Scoot NFT for the upcoming NFT game Illuvium. This will probably go for like at least 1 ETH. So that's a lot of money being given away on the Twitter feed. So if you like free money and rants, you should follow me there. Okay, so here's the video I made all these calls on. And this isn't me saying that I'm capable of making good calls. You guys need to understand, this is the WWE channel of crypto. That you shouldn't listen to anything I say whatsoever, ever. So let's just go through the calls that I made last week and moved money into. Okay, so we actually have the list right here. So as of the 29th, I don't own any Bitcoin. Everybody knows that, but I basically got out of all my Ethereum, which was a big, juicy bag. That was my second biggest holding next to ADA. And I'm actually considering selling some ADA this week. And everyone's gonna be like, oh, why is he selling ADA? Oh my God, but we'll get into it. So let's just look at how all these did since the 29th. Okay, so the first one that I talked about that I'm really actually pumped about was paid. Okay, so if we look at the 7 days on this, we got into this about at $2, okay? And from the 29th, it has gone to today, $4.09. So that's incredible, okay? So I moved a lot of Ethereum into paid. And the reason why I did this is they just have a lot of really big launches coming up. And like I said in previous videos, I've been putting money into this for a long time since this crash right here. Because again, first lesson I could share with you, and again, guys, as funny as my intros are, I want to stress, like, I'm a beginner at crypto, okay? Check out all the people I've talked about in other videos, my YouTuber tier list, to get really, really good advice on like actual trading and learn a lot more about crypto. But when this crash happened right here, I knew that they've been trading at this point where they're at before, okay? And so the same team, the same company, everybody has been doing great right here. So I called this one a while ago simply for this one reason. It's a great company, and it's a great business, and it's a great crypto, and if it wasn't for this crash right here, it would be right back up here anyways, and here it goes. There's so many huge cool things coming out on this, okay? And there's a really cool launch coming out tomorrow that I'll talk about at the end of this video, and it's not out yet, so I can't pump it, okay? So don't accuse me of pumping something. You can't buy this yet. Okay, so the next project I put a lot of money into was shopping.io, which has just been on a tear for literally forever. But I put this in around March 29th, March 28th. Actually, I've been holding this for a long time. I just added to the holding, and it went from about, and I've had it way before, so it went from $1.40 all the way up to, we're not going to go right here. We want to go at the peak, all right, so we can claim the most gains possible, because this is, of course, when I exited it. It went to $2.83. We're at about $2.47 right now, but I'm not selling this because I think it's just going to keep going up. I mean, I really see this just going to $1 billion market cap. I don't see how it could not. The end, okay? And just so everybody knows, these are coins I'm still invested in, okay? So if you pump them too hard, I don't think we're going to be able to pump a market cap like this. This is why we're talking about it. But if you guys pump this super hard, I'll probably dump on you. So be careful about buying things that I talk about in these videos. I'm not telling you to buy them. So the other coin that I've been holding for a long time, all last month, I put a lot more in the OVR for my Ethereum bag. And let's look at the 7-day on this. Really not much going on because I held it before this and then it dipped down and then it went back up and now it's dipping down again. And so overall, the 1 month on this has been really good. But I think this one has so much further to go, so I'm still holding it. I think it has massive potential. So I'm going to be holding this in April because, again, what I think is going to be happening in April is we're just going to see so much money flow into the altcoin market. Again, because even when you're looking at some of it, let's just check out Ethereum right here. All right, when I got out completely out of Ethereum, what it's done since then? Let's look at the 7-day. All right, so when I fully pulled out around this point right here, it was at $1,700. Now it's at $1,900. This is a good pump. Don't get me wrong. Okay, this is a good pump. This is a nice 24% pump. But if we even go and look at like my safe holdings, for example, DOT, you know, the same exact thing in the last 7 days. We're up 33 to 38, similar pump. And so one of the reasons why I'm not like, again, I'm not super gung-ho on Ethereum just from an investment standpoint, because there's many coins that have done a similar rise, and they're all following the big top 10 gains. Okay, so I'm not really looking for these up and downs, and I really think Ethereum's just going to get another hard rejection at 2K. I think it's probably going to go to maybe like 2050, and then it's going to go back down again, and it's going to go to 2,500, and then I don't know. I'm just not looking for 25% gains, 30% gains over the course of a month. I don't think we're going to see a $3,000 Ethereum this month. The other coin I went into very, very hard because I think it's awesome was Curate, like I mentioned. This went great to this point right here. I got in. I've been holding this actually before the 26, a little bit longer than that. I got in probably around right here when I started talking about it. And it's just done great. Over the last 7 days, I mean, it dipped a little bit right here, but it's back on another tear. And so we got in about, we really bought a big bag at $4.80, and we're currently sitting at $8. So awesome, cool. And again, I think this one's just going to keep doing good. BMI didn't do anything. From what I understand, yeah, in the last 7 days, it just up and down and up and down. I think BMI could explode any day now, but again, kind of disappointing the last week. Again, that sounds ridiculous with all the other ones. But when you guys saw me talking in the last video, I said you want to have it across a bunch of different altcoins for this exact reason, because some of them just aren't going to perform. So BMI didn't really do anything. It hasn't gone down. We've been holding it since well before this. I bought a little bit more. But, I mean, it's just kind of booped around. OGN was another one that we got into really hard last week. And so a lot of people keep tagging me saying, what's going on with this one? What's happening? All right, first off, what's happening is great. We got in well at like 80 cents. Okay, we've been holding and adding to this one right here. And we added a lot to the bag right here. And now we're at, you know, $1.77. So this is awesome. This is great, even after this dip right here. And so people are panicking and spazzing out when I mention this coin right here. And in my opinion, OGN is just, it's an incredible project. It's an incredible protocol. And it's going to really do, if it takes off, it's going to do so much damage to Uber. It's going to do, Scoot, what are you eating? Stop it, stop it. In my opinion, it just has so much farther to grow. There's no way this doesn't get to a $2-3 billion market cap by the end of the cycle, okay? But again, just to tell you guys, whenever you guys are looking at coins that you've bought, if they're good projects and they haven't been pumped, okay? So I think Sheldon Evans mentioned OGN really hard in his channel, and so this is kind of a pump we're looking at right here from him. But it was already at about a $250 million market cap at that point. So he can only pump it so hard. And I don't think Sheldon's trying to pump it. He's been talking about OGN for months and months and months and months. But again, when you see a project like this that you know is good and is consistently going up, what you need to do is you need to look at the 3-month on this thing, okay? Took a massive dump right here after the first pump. It goes down, doesn't do much, pumps again. Massive dump, all right? And it's probably going to do the same exact thing right here. You need to understand, I see so many people on Twitter tagging me like, what's up with OGN? What's up with OGN? It's going up consistently in a pattern, you impatient chimpanzees. What are you doing? Calm down, okay? Look at the chart. It's great. Just relax. And then the other one we moved a lot of our money into was chain games, which is, again, kind of doing something really similar. It's not really doing much, to be honest. It has gone from, and of course, I bought more right here at 64 cents. We're sitting at 77 cents. So, I mean, cool gains, like better than Ethereum gains. Okay, let's get that straight. But yeah, it's not really as impressive as some of the other gains. So overall, we're sitting really fat from that big bag of Ethereum because that bag of Ethereum has only gone up over the course of the week about 24% across all of it, which is actually incredible for Ethereum. It's been an incredible run for Ethereum this week so far. But looking at this past month right here, it's not really that exciting to me because, again, you know, we've been here before. And so we're really not looking at anything over the month versus all the other things I was holding last month, where if we just go and look at something as simple as chain games over the course of last month, I mean, come on, dude. All right, so that's the trades we made last week, or I don't know, even as little as a couple days ago, and how they've paid off. Some of them have doubled, most of them are up 50%, even the worst ones are up 25%. So that's what we're looking at. Now, I'm going to show you a few other things that I'm looking at right now. So let's talk about the things I'm moving into right now. So the first one that I moved into, let's just be frank, it's blank. I think we all know why this is up today. If you don't, you probably know because someone mentioned it. Just a great, overall, we all know the person that mentioned this. He usually picks really good altcoins. So this is just what I'm all moved into as well. Okay, so I caught this about right here today, okay, because I was in a car when this hit, and then caught this right here and rode this right here. And so I moved a lot of money from my VGX into here, because VGX I don't see performing until at least a couple weeks from now. And so this has been a nice juicy day trade right here. Almost went from $3 to I think it's going to cross $5 today. So, and I also think Blank is an incredible project as well. The need for a private wallet is really just big. Now, what else do I think is going to happen in April? I'm considering this week moving a lot of my ADA into other altcoins. Not that I don't like ADA still. You have to understand, it's not about what I like or don't like. I think all the projects in crypto are completely overvalued. So Cardano, I don't see this going past $1.50 this month. I don't see any crazy gains coming from a Cardano. So I'm probably going to be moving about 1/5 to maybe 2/5 of my Cardano holdings into just altcoin projects I think are going to keep going up. One of the ones I think is absolutely going to kill it this month is going to be AO's network. I think this thing is going to be huge because it's basically Theta 2.0. I would keep an eye on this. I believe this is going to be launching tomorrow. What I would really suggest you do when watching this video is this is going to be an IDO, okay? And so they're probably going to get this up on Uniswap very quickly. I hope so. I could be wrong here. But what you need to be prepared for, tomorrow when this goes live, I'm going to try and get this at as cheap as price as I possibly can, okay, before it explodes. And what we're probably going to see tomorrow, because if you're watching this video, because this is going to pump regardless if I make this video or not, so I'm just going to tell you about it. What we're going to see tomorrow is it's going to IDO and it's going to skyrocket, okay? And it's probably, I don't know how much it's going to X, but you do not want to buy it right when it comes out because a bunch of bots are going to be buying it right here. It's going to pump the price and then the bots are going to dump, okay? And so what you want to do is you probably want to wait 4 to 5 hours after the bots dump, okay? So for example, if you watch the Superfarm IDO, it shot to $2 and then plummeted down to $1. So if you had bought at $2, you were having a really bad day. So wait for it to stabilize. Then I'm going to be getting in on that really hard. I'm going to be moving probably my ADA sales into that. Not all my ADA. I should move all my ADA. I think that's the right trading call, but I'm also not that wild. I also think, despite my hate for Ethereum, I think Ethereum is going to have a really good month If you're one of those safe investors that likes to hold, I think we're going to go to $2,500. I think Bitcoin's probably going to go to, I think we're also going to go to about a $75,000, $80,000 Bitcoin before we see another really hard correction. On top of that, I'm going to be holding a lot of blank this month. Simply put, as soon as influencers start talking about something, this is just a general tip I have for you. If you watch what influencers start talking about, as soon as they start talking about something and it gets on the radar of the general crypto world, usually the things have nowhere but up to go. So for example, if you look at shopping.io, when it first got discovered way back when, you're usually going to see these coins, they're going to just kind of hover in the twilight zone for the longest of times, like right here. And then when they first get discovered, then it just kind of really starts this trend upward. So as soon as I start seeing coins doing this with influencers, I'm going to lock in. Okay, so I'm going to be holding a lot of blank purely for that reason. And then some other coins I think are really going to have a big month, and I'm not in these ones right now, but I think they're going to have a big month. I just don't want to have that many projects on my plate. I think Chili's is going to, I'm probably mispronouncing this the wrong way, but if we look at the 7-day, the 1 month on this, you can see this is when we want to be getting into coins that are good projects. So this is an NFT for basically, it's just really plugged into the sports world in Europe right now. It's one of the first soccer NFTs. And so what we see right here is we see this big old pump right here. And what I want to look for when I get into alts is a few of the things I've talked about so far. But when I see this pump right here, I do not want to touch it right here. I don't want to touch it right here. I don't want to touch it right here. I want to touch it right here. A lot of touching going on. It's getting very inappropriate. But why do I want to do this? It's because we're looking at the actual value of this thing right here based on, again, crazy crypto prices. But we don't want to get on an excitement right here unless there's something else going on. There's some other type of news or something happening that we see coming up. I want to get it right here. And so this is a really great entry point, I think, for Chili's. And so I might actually be moving some of my ADA into this as well this week. And then I don't really mess around with the BNB side of things. It's just not something I'm an expert on, but I really see PancakeSwap doing something really nasty this month as well. Of course, it's already, we're looking at a really bad time to get in on it. So what I would do is I'd probably wait a week or two until this thing calms down, and then I'd jump back into it because I think PancakeSwap is going to be absolutely huge. And then if I have to look at the top 10 coins, I think Polkadot, again, you guys know I'm a Cardano fanboy, okay? I just don't see us going to a $60 million market cap this month. I don't. I see Polkadot doing some really big stuff this month. I see Litecoin doing some big stuff this month. And so this is kind of more for the boring, safer investors. I see Litecoin doing some big stuff this month. I see Theta continuing to go on a tear. I think we'll see a $20 billion market cap on Theta really soon. And really what I think is going to be happening this month, guys, as well, is we saw these huge pumps from the top 50 coins really at the beginning of this cycle. Not the beginning, but you can see this was around January and all these things just went ham, and they've all been kind of sitting around doing absolute nothing since then. I think what we're going to see this month as well is we just saw a bunch of tiny altcoins pump, but I think we're about to see the rise of all these bigger projects. I think Avi is probably going to do really, really well this month. I think Avalanche is going to do really, really well. I think Algorand and Elrond are going to do really, really well. I think Orchid, that's another one that I've invested in recently, I think is going to do really well as well. And so I think we're going to see a lot of huge gains from the top 50 coins. So to kind of sum up this video, you guys know I like to make crazy jokes about Ethereum on Twitter. Follow me at ZSS Becker. We have a good time there. I call it a lot of coins as I'm trading them and things I generally think about the crypto market. And there's tons of giveaways. For example, we just gave away this Battle Scoot NFT. It's really cool for the upcoming NFT game Illuvium. But I just see such bigger gains and easier gains coming from coins in the top 50 and then a lot of those coins that I mentioned. And that's really all I want to do. I just wanted to get you guys a quick little update video on what I'm doing. This will actually be the last video I shoot in this apartment because my landlord sold this place. So I have to move. And that's it, guys. If you like little updates like this, you like coin calls and whatever, follow me at ZSS Becker. It's really easy. Just follow the profile that has the matching CryptoPunk. And I don't have anything else to say. Do you want me to say anything else? Because I'm not.